everybody. This is Coloring with Max and McKenna. I'm Max.
And I'm McKenna.
And this is our guest today, Tommy Lay, fashion blogger to the stars, and today, artist.
Yes, artist in residence. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Let's jump right into it. So when did you first realize that you were not like the other little kids on the playground?
Oh my gosh, I was actually 4 years old when I first realized, 4 years old was when you first form your synaptic memories, according to a lot of adolescent studies. And so, I noticed the moment on when I was watching television and this really hot celebrity came on, and I was just enamored. I was glued to the television. I was like, oh my God, he was in this mesh shirt. You could pretty much see like his chest area, everything. It was very, very revealing. And I think at that moment on, I realized I was a little bit different because I wasn't attracted to girls like I was told to, like most Asian parents, they kind of like educate you early on that you're not supposed to wear certain colors, like you should avoid like certain mannerisms because you need to look more masculine.
So did you have those pressures from your parents?
Oh, absolutely. Every day when I was growing up, I felt like I had to sort of mask this part of me. It was this intense incognito sort of relationship that I had with my parents. Like I couldn't tell them a lot of what I was going through. And coming from a very traditional like Chinese upbringing, like my parents didn't really even talk to us a lot about heterosexual relationships to begin with, let alone homosexual relationships. So it was a big struggle of mine.
What other resources did you have? Like what sort of resources did you have growing up that kind of made you feel like it was going to be okay?
That's actually a really great question, and it's a big part of how I came out to myself. I don't know if you guys remember, but Zanga was a really big thing at one point. I was blogging on Zanga even before blogging became a big thing.
Okay.
And there was a very sort of vibrant gay Asian community on it. It's like a blog ring that you join.
Interesting.
And so I actually found my first boyfriend that way. We
and how old were you when you started that?
I was a senior in high school. I was 17.
Okay.
And yes, I really connected with people who were sharing their coming out stories. And it really just gave me an outlet to really come out to somebody and not feel so alone. To have found love was something unexpected.
It's so cool that you came out online, it seems, before in person almost.
Yes, yeah. My online identity was more of, I guess it allowed me to be really who I am, more so than what I was going through in real life, because I felt like I was inhabiting like this outer shell or facade, so to speak, when I was in front of my family. Whereas online, I can just let my most innermost thoughts and desires unfurl. It was
so
just
cool.
Yeah.
So I would say you're most well known for your fashion, right?
Yes.
So you have a pretty androgynous style, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I've always shopped from different aisles of department stores. I really like shopping from the kids section to the women's section. I feel like that really spices things up a little bit more. And so for me, androgyny is just being able to make sartorial choices that challenge not only your comfort zone, but also make yourself more confident.
Have you ever had any blowback as a result of your style choices?
I have. I remember doing, and this was almost 3 years ago. I remember posing with this really amazing Comme des Garçons skirt. I really, really love that skirt. I still have it. And it's very androgynous, it's very unisex to me.
Okay.
But for some people, I basically captioned the photo, real men wear skirts. And I got a little bit of pushback from certain people, but what made that moment better was that there were so many of other people defending my sartorial choices. I think the positivity really outweighed like someone who was just being a troll.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a really great enlightening moment, and it just made me feel so good about
Yeah.
like living my life the way I want to live it. I have, fans from the Philippines and, other neighboring like nations that, that come to me and say like, it's so great what you do, because this is so important to show that there are people like me out there that demonstrate that we can make our own fearless choices. I feel like as we keep normalizing and keep having these voices be a part of the mainstream establishment,
Yeah.
I think it will be more likely that no one will have to come out so awkwardly like
Yeah, I would like to see
most of
that.
us have. Yes, I would just like to be like,
I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, I would like to just be like, okay, I'm just who I am, and I'm not like, okay, I'm so, like abnormal that I have to come out. I don't
Yeah.
want it to be that way. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
everything that you're doing, the
absolutely.
example you're setting,
Thank
taking an
you.
hour to come in and color with us.
Absolutely, thank you. I didn't really do such a good job. I'm a little rusty right now, actually.
A
You
I'm
gotta
little
show it off
rusty.
though.
Oh my
It's
god,
good.
that looks great. That's actually really nice. It's kind of abstract, the way it's colored, and yours is so
This
neat.
is my fairy.
I'm so inferior compared to these
Name
two.
the
No,
color.
I
They're
mean,
amazing.
I was trying to go with his theme, and then this boy always finishes, Max.
Because I don't color
I
within the
mean,
lines,
this
you
really
guys.
stands out. That really stands out.
Sign our wall for us.
Yeah, of course.
Here is a piece of chalk.
Yes.
Write your name. Fancy.
It's our first cursive writer. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, guys.
Don't be too proud to ask for help.